What's going on, boys and girls? Shine Obsessed here. I wanted to follow up my previous video where I highlighted one of my favorite products, CarPro Deluxe. It's a wheel and plastic coating. Great product, very versatile. That's why I like to use it. That's why I have it in my arsenal. You heard me mention before, I like and primarily use a lot of Gtechniq products, but when it comes to wheels and trim, I prefer Deluxe because it is versatile. It's basically two products in one. And today we're going to be talking about treating trim and how I approach it. I mentioned that CarPro Deluxe is great for treating trim, but when it comes to trim, there's a couple different angles you have to think about. At least for me personally, there's all kinds of different types of trim on cars, and trim is being more prevalent on every vehicle that comes out today, from the wheel arches to the lower sideboards of your vehicle, front bumpers, grills, windshield cowls. Black plastic trim is all over vehicles today, and it's going to become more and more prevalent, at least on some vehicles that allow you to get painted trim. But by and large, every vehicle is going to have some black plastic trim somewhere. Keeping that trim looking nice, rich, dark color can sometimes be a task. It's best to tackle it and get on top of it early. And one of the products I like to use is Deluxe. Now, again, there's two ways to approach trim. In my experience, again, it's good to get on that trim early. Treat it while it's still looking good, instead of when it starts looking gray or you get wax or some type of other product on it where it stains it. So I approach trim as new trim that looks good, doesn't need to be restored. Deluxe is your product all the way. Go ahead and put a coat on it. It'll keep it looking nice and rich and repel water and that kind of thing. Now, let's say that trim is a little far gone. It's gray, or it's starting to fade a little bit, so some damage from UV rays. Another product I have in my arsenal that works great is called Solution Finish. It's marketed as a trim restore, works really well. It's said to be polymer based. There's no silicone. I've seen people complain about it having run down their car. I think that's more of an application problem than it is a problem with the product, because that's never been my experience with Solution Finish. And we're going to go through the differences. We're going to apply some Deluxe on one side of this piece of plastic trim and some Solution Finish to the other side. Now, looking at this piece, it's not too far gone. I could probably do a pretty good job on this with just Deluxe. But any further than this, it starts to look white, chalky, I would probably want to use Solution Finish. Again, Solution Finish is a great product. Goes on nice and easy. Low VOC. There's not a lot of chemical smell. Gonna apply it here and let you see how well it restores this trim. Like I said, we're gonna do Deluxe. Let's do Deluxe on this side. We're gonna do Solution Finish on this side. Remember, with Deluxe, you're gonna use it on an applicator. Preferably one of the CarPro. Or it doesn't necessarily have to be CarPro, but one of the suede applicators. I've got one here. Got it just folded up in hand. Given the texture and the shape of this, probably wouldn't work well with the block. So we're going to get a little product on our applicator. We're just going to apply it here. It's probably a bit much for something this size, but you'll see how easily it goes on. And how well it does is bringing that dark, rich finish back to the plastic. I'm not going to be precise here. Just want to get the product on there. Let you see how it works. And you can already see how it's got that satiny finish back already. It looks nice, deep, dark, and rich. Now you can be a little heavy-handed with it, so you want to follow up application with a little mop-up wipe just to get off any excess. And there you have it. And you can clearly see the difference here on this side where we applied the Deluxe. It's already giving it that dark, rich color back into the plastic. It's not that gray, hazy, chalky look. Deluxe, great product. That's how simple it is to apply it on some black plastic trim. Now, remember, we opened our Deluxe. I'll take that same old applicator, wipe the top. Make sure you don't have any excess because it'll crystallize and you don't want to have any of those crystals show up the next time you want to use the product, get on your applicator and cause scratches. And I'll do the same with the top. I'll wipe it out here. Close up the product. Now, Solution Finish. Again, great product, low VOC, but you do want to use gloves when you wear this. This is colored black, so it'll stain clothing. So, and your fingers, wear gloves when you use it. Again, it doesn't smell bad, anything like that. It does have a chemically smell, but it's not super strong. But this stuff is black and it can be messy. I keep that and the applicator in a plastic bag. The applicator I use is just a microfiber foam block. And you see this thing's got some mileage on it. I use the same one. It doesn't dry out, doesn't get hard or stiff or anything like that. Get crusty after you use it. So I keep it in the same bag. I keep the Solution Finish in so it doesn't leak or get into my tool bag or wherever I keep it. And you don't need much. It spreads pretty far. It's a thin liquid. Get it on my applicator here. Watch how easily it applies. Just wipe it in. You can see where I've gotten some on the bench. You can even see where it's getting on the tape there. But you can see with only a couple dabs, I've spread it out across this section. And again, you see now it's got that rich, deep, dark color to it. That piece looks good. And again, I'm going to follow it up with a little mop-up wipe gently. You don't need to remove any product. You just want to get off any excess that you may have gotten on there. Now, because I just applied this, it has a little bit more sheen to it, but as it dries, it'll satin out kind of and give more of a uniform matte look, just like the Deluxe did. Again, this piece wasn't too far gone to where I didn't think Deluxe could bring it back, so I probably wouldn't have used Solution Finish. But once you get a little bit past this and it's really chalky looking, Solution Finish is your way to go. It'll restore it. It'll have it looking good, and it protects. It has long-term protection as well. I've seen this last and look good for a long time, so this is definitely something you should have in your arsenal. It comes in a 1 ounce size. This is a 12 ounce. If you buy the full kit, it will come a plastic and trim cleaner. For this piece, I just use an all-purpose cleaner, a brush, scrubbed it really good, get it to where when you wash it off, there's no, the water and suds are coming off clean and white. If there's still some gunk wiping off or running off as you're washing it, still needs to be clean. But make sure you clean off whatever plastic or rubber trim you want to treat really well first before you apply it. Prep is always, the devil's always in the details, as they say. So make sure your prep is good. If your prep is good, your application will be even better. So that is Carpro Deluxe and Solution Finish. Solution Finish is great, easy to apply. Again, this is my applicator of choice. If you have something like a thin areas, like between two pieces, or a honeycomb style grill on a car, or a mesh style grill, that's that black plastic, it's faded. I've done foam applicator tips. You can buy them at online detailing stores, or something as simple even as a Q-tip. Dab a little on there and just wipe, and it's tedious, it's long, but it works great, and it'll keep your trim looking great for a long time. You guys have any questions, put them in the comment section below, and if you have any other videos you'd like to see in the future, just let me know. Talk to you guys later.